of atom, and we are done with your electromagnetic wave theory and postulates of electromagnetic wave theory. Then after we are done with your characteristics of electromagnetic wave theory, in which we have discussed your wavelength, your frequency, velocity, wave number and amplitude. And we also driven relationship between frequency, wavelength and your velocity. So relationship between your frequency, velocity and wavelength is C is equals to lambda into nu. You know how we have driven this. So C is equals to lambda into nu. Clear? Or we'll say nu is equals to C upon lambda. So your frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. Clear? So this we have done. Now we'll start with our next topic, and our next topic is electromagnetic spectrum. So it is well known that there are many types of electromagnetic radiations which differ from one another in wavelength, in frequency, isn't it? So we are having many type of electromagnetic radiations. We'll discuss all. Now when these electromagnetic radiations are arranged in increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency. Clear? I'm repeating again. When electromagnetic radiations are arranged in increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency, the spectrum obtained is called electromagnetic spectrum. Clear? So we are having what? Different types of electromagnetic radiations, isn't it? So हम उनको अरेंज कैसे करें, किस तरह से हम उनको रखें? तो हमने क्या किया, उनको इंक्रीज, उनकी फ्रीक्वेंसी या उनकी वेवलेंथ के इंक्रीजिंग या डिक्रीजिंग ऑर्डर में अरेंज कर दिया, और अरेंज करने के बाद जो हमें स्पेक्ट्रम मिला उसे हम क्या कहते हैं? मैग्नेटिक spectrum. Now I am going to write definition. Spectrum. Clear? So we know we are having different type of electromagnetic radiations. So when electromagnetic radiations are arranged in increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequencies, okay? Frequencies, the spectrum obtained is called electromagnetic spectrum. Now I'm writing in increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of frequency. Why I'm writing like this? Because they are inversely proportional to frequency, and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. Clear? Now how this spectrum look like and how which are electromagnetic radiations. Clear? So we'll discuss all of them. So we are having cosmic rays. Clear? And cosmic rays are having your what? Smallest wavelength or least wavelength. Then are your gamma rays. Gamma rays are having wavelength greater than your cosmic rays. Then after is your X-rays. Then after is your UV rays. Then after is your visible rays, or this is known as what? Visible region. Clear? Then after is your microwaves. Then after is your radio waves. So if we'll draw spectrum Clear? So your cosmic rays are having what? Least wavelength. Cosmic rays are having what? Least wavelength. I am writing here. Cosmic rays are having what? Least wavelength. And when we are moving from this side to this side, so wavelength increases. Then after is your what? Gamma rays. Then after is your X-rays. X-rays. Then after is your UV region. UV region. Then after is your visible region. This is very important region. In this region we are able to see things. Clear? And this is known as what? Visible region. Visible region. Then after is your microwaves. Microwaves. Clear? Then after is your radio waves. So radio waves are having what? Highest wavelength. Clear? And your cosmic rays are having what? Lowest wavelength. Clear? So when we are moving from cosmic rays to your radio waves, your wavelength what? Increases. Wavelength increases. Clear? And if we'll talk about frequency, if here your wavelength is increasing, that means frequency is decreasing when we are moving from your cosmic rays to your radio waves. So radio waves are having what? Least frequency. Frequency decreases. Now there is one shortcut. If all are having their own shortcuts and I am having mine, so everyone is having their own shortcut. So my shortcut for this is Chandigarh. I'm writing here Chandigarh. I'm dividing Chandigarh into two parts. Chandigarh XUVI Mere Ram. This is very easy trick. Chandigarh stands for C stands for cosmic rays. Gad, G stands for gamma rays. Clear? Gamma rays. X stands for X-rays. Clear? U stands for UV rays. Clear? V stands for visible region. I stands for infrared region. M stands for microwaves. And your R stands for radio waves. Clear? So Chandigarh XUVI Mere Ram. So cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible rays, infrared rays and microwaves. I hope this is clear to you. Now we'll talk about range. Radio waves are having wavelength 10 raised to the power 4 meter wavelength. Clear? If we'll talk about your microwaves, so microwaves are having wavelength 10 raised to the power -2 to 10 meter. And if we'll talk about your infrared rays, then this will be your 10 raised to the power -4 meter. Then your visible region is 10 raised to the power -6, and in some books it is written 400 nanometer to your 750 nanometer. Clear? And in some books it is given that it is from 380. Clear? 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. Clear? So in NCERT you are given with this, so remember this one. Clear? So visible region is having your wavelength 400 nanometer to 750 nanometer. Clear? Then after we are having UV region. So UV region is having wavelength 10 raised to power -8 meter. Your X-rays are having wavelength 10 raised to the power -10 meter. Gamma rays are having wavelength 10 raised to the power -14 meter. Cosmic rays are having wavelength your 10 raised to the power -16 meter. And if you look at your these ranges are given. So if you look at your NCERT, these all ranges are given in your book. Now if you look at your electromagnetic spectrum, it is like this. That is what, when we are moving from this region to this region, your lambda is what, wavelength is what, increasing. Clear? What does it means? कि यहाँ पे जो वेव्स बनेंगी उनकी वेवलेंथ क्या होगी, बहुत ज़्यादा. देखिए यहाँ पे वेवलेंथ क्या होगी, बहुत ज़्यादा. बट यहाँ पे आपके पास जो वेव्स बनेंगी उनकी वेवलेंथ क्या होगी, बहुत कम. Isn't it? सो अगर वेवलेंथ कम है तो फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगी, ज़्यादा. व्हाट इज फ्रीक्वेंसी? नंबर ऑफ वेव्स ट्रेवल इन 1 सेकेंड. सो अगर आपके पास वेवलेंथ कम है तो फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगी, ज़्यादा. और अगर वेवलेंथ ज़्यादा है तो फ्रीक्वेंसी क्या होगी, कम. Isn't it? So here frequency is what? Your wavelength is increasing and frequency is decreasing. I hope this is clear to you. Now I will give little stress on your visible region. So visible region, if you look at your NCERT, so visible region is given in, is having your range your 400 nanometer to 800 nanometer, but in some books it is given from range 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. Or sorry, in your NCERT this is given 400 nanometer to your 750 nanometer. But if you look at your reference book, they are given with 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. Clear? So we'll discuss your visible region. So your visible region comprises of VIBGYOR, that is violet, indigo. Clear? So your visible region comprises of, so firstly we'll divide this region into, let us suppose this is your 400 nanometer. Clear? This is your 500 nanometer. This is 450, 550. This one is your 600 nanometer. This one is your 700 nanometer. So this will be your 650, and this one will be your 800 nanometer. Clear? 800 nanometer. So your visible region comprises from, starts from what, 380. That is from 380 to your 430 is your violet. Clear? Is your violet. So let us suppose this is your 300, so this will be your what, 380 nanometer wavelength. Clear? So 380 to your what, 430 nanometer. So let us suppose this is your what, 430. So 380 to 430 nanometer is your visible region. Clear? 430. Then after is your indigo. So indigo is from 430, approximately 430 to 450 nanometer. 430 to 450 nanometer. So this is your what, indigo. And this is your 450 nanometer. Clear? Now if we'll talk about your blue. So blue is from 450 to your 490 nanometer. So let us suppose this is 490 nanometer. Clear? Then after if we'll talk about your next, so that is your what, green. So green is from 490 to your 560 nanometer. So 500 to 560 nanometer. 60 nanometer. Then after is your, after this is violet, indigo, blue, green, VIBGYOR. Clear? So after green this will be your what, yellow. So yellow is from 560 to your 590, approximately 590 nanometer. So this will lie somewhere here. So this is your 590 nanometer. Then after is your VIBGYOR orange. So orange region is from your 590 to 650. Clear? So this will be your 650 nanometer. Then after is your last one, that is red. So red is from your 650 to your what, 760 nanometer. So this will be your 50 and here will be what, 760 nanometer. So lambda in terms of what, nanometers. So this is your visible region, which comprises of violet, indigo, blue, green, violet, orange and red. And if we are moving from here to here, here we are having what, red, and you know red is having what, maximum wavelength. तभी कलर जो है हम रेड कलर से जब ट्रेन वगैरह मूव करते हैं तो रेड दूर से दिखाई देता है ना, बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग मैक्सिमम वेवलेंथ. सो अगेन इफ यू ड्रॉ अ डायग्राम, सो दिस विल हैव व्हाट, मैक्सिमम वेवलेंth, and if you look at your Vibgyor violet, so it is having what, minimum, that is what, 380. Here we are having what, 760 nanometer. So it is having maximum wavelength and it is having what, minimum wavelength, and vice versa for frequency. So this is all about your electromagnetic spectrum. So what is electromagnetic spectrum? So when your electromagnetic radiations are arranged in increasing order or decreasing, increasing order of their wavelength or decreasing order of their frequency, so the spectrum we obtained is known as electromagnetic spectrum. And your spectrum contains cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, UV rays, visible rays region, microwaves, radio waves, etc. Clear? And we have discussed your what, violet region also, your visible region also. And visible region is that region in which we are able to see. Now we'll do one or two examples of your NCERT. So examples of your NCERT are there. Clear? So calculate, and for this you have to remember your formulas. So calculate wave number, clear, and frequency. Number one, wave number. Second one is your frequency of a yellow radiations having wavelength of 5800 angstrom. So given lambda is equals to 5800 angstrom, and we have to convert angstrom into what, meters. So this will be your 5800 into 10, you know, your 1 angstrom is equals to what, 1 angstrom is equals to 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. So this will be equals to 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. And we know your wave number is equal to what, wave number is equals to 1 upon lambda. Clear? So we'll put values. So 1 divided by 5800 into 10 raised to the power minus 10, and this comes out to be your wave number. Clear? You'll calculate this value and tell me what will be, and units will be what, here, meter. Clear? So you'll solve this part and tell me what is the correct answer. Now second question, frequency, and you have to calculate what, frequency. Now we know formula, we are given with what, wavelength. Now we are knowing the relationship between wavelength and frequency. So nu is equals to c upon lambda. अब ये नहीं सोचना c तो हमें दिए ही नहीं है. We know that the velocity of electromagnetic radiation is equals to velocity of light. So nu will be equals to c upon lambda. So c is 3 into 10 raised to the power, clear, 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second. So right here, meter per second divided by your lambda is given, that is 5800 into 10 raised to the power minus 10 meter. Clear? So this meter and this meter will cancel, and you will solve this, you will be with your answer. So this is your homework. You have to tell me what are the answers for these questions. Clear? Now your second question is, the Vivid Bharati station of All India Radio Delhi broadcast at frequency of 1308 kilohertz. Calculate the wavelength of electromagnetic radiations emitted by the transmitter, which part of electromagnetic spectrum does it belongs, and from which part of electromagnetic spectrum it belongs. So Vivid Bharati station of India Radio Delhi broadcast frequency, calculate the wavelength. You have to calculate wavelength. So again we are knowing the formula. Given क्या है बच्चे आपके पास? Given is your frequency, that is what, nu. So nu is 1308 kilohertz, and yesterday I have told you what is kilohertz. Clear? So kilohertz, 1 kilohertz is equal to your what, 10 raised to the power 3 hertz. Clear? Or 3 cycles. So mu is equals to 1308 into 10 raised to the power 3 cycles or hertz, whatever you want to write, cycles second inverse, because hertz is equals to what, second inverse. Clear? So nu we have, we know, now we know the formula, that is what, lambda, or your nu is equals to c upon lambda, and we have to calculate what, your lambda. So lambda is equals to c upon nu. So c is equals to T equals to 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meter per second, and your frequency is 1308 into 10 raised to the power 3 second inverse. So your second and second will cancel, and when you'll solve your equation, you'll be with your answer. So you'll tell me what is the answer. So this is all about numericals. You can practice more numericals by taking examples from your book. Now we'll move to next topic, and in which we'll talk about your limitations of electromagnetic radiations. So although your electromagnetic wave theory was very efficient, electromagnetic wave theory was successful in explaining the properties of light, like reflection. You know what is reflection, refraction. You don't know what is interference and what is diffraction. We'll talk about this. So although your electromagnetic theory is very successful in describing the properties of light, like reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, but it could not explain phenomena like black body radiation, photoelectric effect, the variation of heat capacity of solids, and the line spectrum of atoms with reference to hydrogen. So before doing the limitation, firstly we'll understand what is interference and what is diffraction. Although you'll study in your +2 in your wave optics, but I'll try to explain you little. So what is your interference? Basically, have you ever observed, आपने कभी पानी में पत्थर फेंका है? Have you ever thrown stone or any pebble in your वाटर स्ट्रीम और इन योर लेक? वहाँ पे क्या होता है बच्चे, आपके पास रिपल्स बनते हैं, इस तरह से वेव्स बनती है ना. एंड वी नो लाइट इज हैविंग व्हाट कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ वेव. लाइट इज हैविंग व्हाट, इज हैविंग wave nature. So what happens when these waves combine? क्लियर, ये दोनों वेव्स जब कंबाइन करती हैं उस प्रोसेस को हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं? इंटरफेरेंस. व्हेन दीज वेव्स कंबाइन, फॉर एग्जांपल हियर वी आर हैविंग वेव, हियर वी आर हैविंग वेव, तो जब ये दो वेव्स कंबाइन करती हैं तो क्या होता है? दैट इज नोन एज व्हाट? इंटरफेरेंस. क्लियर. सो इंटरफेरेंस मे बी कंस्ट्रक्टिव, इट मे बी व्हाट? डिस्ट्रक्टिव. फॉर एग्जाम्पल बच्चे, दो वेव्स आ रही हैं आपके पास इस तरह से. I'll use copy. For example, you are having two waves. For example, here we are having one wave. This wave is coming like this. Clear? And second wave is coming like this. And they both are having same origin. वो same point से क्या कर रही हैं? ओरिजिनेट कर रही हैं. क्लियर. जैसे ये भी यहाँ से ओरिजिनेट कर रही है, ये भी यहाँ से क्या कर रही है? ओरिजिनेट कर रही है. तो जब बच्चे ये दोनों वेव्स एक दूसरे पे आएंगी तो ये वेव्स एक दूसरे के साथ क्या करेंगी? कंबाइन करेंगी, और इनका एम्पलीट्यूड क्या होगा? प्लस हो जाएगा. जैसे मान लीजिए इसका एम्पलीट्यूड क्या है? 2 मीटर्स, इसका एम्पलीट्यूड क्या है? 2 मीटर्स. सो इन दोनों का जो आपके पास एम्पलीट्यूड है, जब ये दोनों वेव्स कंबाइन करेंगी तो इनका एम्पलीट्यूड क्या हो जाएगा? 4 मीटर. क्लियर. सो this is known as what? Interference. That whenever your two waves combine तो क्या होगा? if they are having what? same origin, मतलब एक का क्रस्ट दूसरे के क्रस्ट पे आ रहा है, तो आपके पास this interference is known as what? Constructive interference. This is known as what? Constructive interference. Clear? Now if they both are not having same origin, मीन्स अगर आपके पास ये एक वेव यहां से ओरिजिनेट हो रही है एंड सेकेंड वन वेव इज ओरिजिनेटिंग फ्रॉम दिस साइड. क्लियर. सो दे डोंट, इनका सेम ओरिजिन नहीं है. क्लियर. सो मान लीजिए इसका एम्पलीट्यूड भी 2 मीटर्स है और इसका एम्पलीट्यूड भी कितना है? 2 मीटर्स. सो दे विल कैंसल देयर इफेक्ट. ये दोनों एक दूसरे के इफेक्ट को क्या कर देंगे? कैंसल. और जो इनका एम्पलीट्यूड होगा दैट इज व्हाट? 0. सो दिस इज नोन एज व्हाट? डिस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस. जब एक का क्रस्ट दूसरे का ट्रफ, क्लियर, एक का क्रस्ट और दूसरे एक का क्रस्ट के सामने दूसरे का क्या है? ट्रफ, तो एक दूसरे के इफेक्ट को क्या कर देते हैं? कैंसल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ वी आर हैविंग वेव लाइक दिस, सो इफ इट इज हैविंग योर amplitude 2 meter, and this one is having amplitude of what, 1 meter. क्लियर. सो जो रिजल्टेंट वेव बनेगी उसका जो एम्पलीट्यूड रहेगा वो माइनस हो जाएगा. सो दिस विल बी व्हाट, 1 मीटर. सो दिस इज नोन एज व्हाट, डिस्ट्रक्टिव इंटरफेरेंस. दिस इज नोन एज व्हाट, इंटरफेरेंस. सो इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव थ्योरी इज एबल टू एक्सप्लेन योर व्हाट, योर interference, phenomena of interference, that whenever two waves और टू लाइट वेव्स कंबाइन, व्हाट हैपन्स कि अगर उनका ओरिजिन सेम है तो वो आपके पास क्या होगी, आपके पास वो वेव बड़ी हो जाएगी, और अगर उनका ओरिजिन सेम नहीं है तो वहां पे वो वेव क्या हो जाएगी, डिसअपेयर हो जाएगी. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट इंटरफेरेंस. नाउ व्हाट इज डिफ्रैक्शन. डिफ्रैक्शन क्या है बच्चे, कि अगर आपके पास कोई भी लाइट पास कर रही है, लाइट वेव्स ट्रेवल कर रही हैं, और आपके पास वहां पे कोई भी ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन आ जाती है, कोई भी आपके पास क्या आ जाती है, कोई भी हिंड्रेंस आ जाती है, वेव कहीं पे कोलाइड करती है, तो आपके पास क्या, लाइट वेव कोलाइड करती है, तो वो आपके पास क्या कर जाती है, बेंड कर जाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल ये लाइट वेव्स हैं, ये आगे को मूव कर रही हैं स्ट्रेट लाइन में, और अगर बीच में कोई आपके पास क्या आ गई, स्लिट आ गई, या कोई भी आपके पास क्या आ गई, कहीं पे भी आपके पास क्या आ गई, डेविएशन आ गई, कहीं पे ये कोलाइड करी, तो ये आपके पास लाइट वेव्स क्या कर जाती है, बेंड कर जाती हैं. क्लियर. This is known as what, diffraction. So when any wave collide with any body and it bends is known as what, diffraction. For example, अगर बच्चे मैं अपने हाथ यहाँ पे रखूं और अगर आप मेरी पीछे क्या देखें, पीछे अगर मेरे हाथ की क्या देखें, शेडो देखें, तो अगर आपके पास लाइट ट्रेवल कर रही है स्ट्रेट लाइन में और आपके पास यहाँ पे जो शेडो बन रही है, तो अगर हम शेडो देखते हैं तो शेडो बिल्कुल शार्प नहीं बनाती. जैसे हमारे हाथ की बिल्कुल शार्प लाइन है तो शेडो बिल्कुल जो है वो शार्प नहीं बनती. क्यों? क्योंकि लाइट जो है वो बेंड हो जाती है. क्लियर. जब वो किसी भी आपके पास किसी भी चीज से क्या करती है, कोलाइड करती है, एंड दैट फिनोमिना इज नोन एज व्हाट, डिफ्रैक्शन. सो योर इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक वेव थ्योरी इज वेरी मच एबल to explain what, the phenomena of reflection, refraction, interference, diffraction, but it could not explain phenomena of black body radiation, photoelectric effect, variation of heat capacity of solids, and the line spectrum of atoms with the reference to hydrogen. So tomorrow we'll start with the phenomena, what is black body. Clear. How your electromagnetic is failed to explain your black body radiation, and for this you have to remember your electromagnetic wave theory. Clear. So इसमें हम ये सब पढ़ेंगे, Planck's theory पढ़ेंगे. Clear. So this is all about today's topic, and tomorrow we'll start with our new topic. Thank you.